So we've looked at the Burning Curse, Burning Blessing. That is the other kit itself. What have I got for it currently right now? Crit rate, defense pen. Hold up, wait a minute. Not too bad. Defense pen, HP attack. That's for the helmet. What we're looking on the hands. Anything good? Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Damn, wait, how did I miss this? Oh my god. Okay, hold on a minute. For the sake of the video, let's see if we can get a crit rate. Crit rate? Crit rate? Oh! Yo! Oh my god! Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Light damage. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Crit damage, crit damage, crit damage, crit damage, crit damage. I'll take that defense pen. I'll take that. That's a good alternative. Okay, well, that's a great way to start off the video. So, the second newest set we have is the Burning Blessing set. Alright, now if I can remember correctly, just before I read into it, I believe this is more for the support sets, or the support characters, should I say. So yeah, let's take a quick little gander on this Burning Blessing set. So when tagging out, the user applies the blessing effect to themselves and their team members. Increase the user's damage dealt by 8%. Cooldown is 25 seconds, but the duration of this effect is on for 10 seconds. So I'm gonna be honest, for a 2 set to give an 8% damage dealt increase, not only for the user but the team members, that's really freaking good. Yeah, I like that. Now, if you run a 4 set, the blessing becomes enhanced blessing, and what that is, activates when tagging out or using a support skill. So now it's factoring in the support for Jinwoo. That's actually really good though, the way they've kind of done that actually now. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Increases the user's damage dealt by 10%, so that's a 2% increase, and we're now recovering HP by 0.2% every second for 10 seconds. Cooldown is 25 seconds, and of course, because it's the enhanced blessing, the regular blessing won't activate, which is unfortunate, because then we would have had 18% increase in damage, and that would have been absolutely insane. But they had to be specific, didn't they? God damn it. But either way, big leap in terms of a 2 to a 4 set, so that's good to know. And then if you wanted to run the full-on 8 set, you will then get the Burning Blessing effect, which still has the activates when tagging out or support skill. So it's affecting Hunters and Jinwoo, which is good. Increases users' damage dealt by 20%, so we're getting a 10% increase. And then the HP recovery is staying the same. However, the duration has got a 10-second increase, so that's going to affect the more HP to gain, so that's awesome. And then the cooldown is still the same. Brilliant. Okay, cool. So we just get more for it on the 8 set. So let's take a look at the Hunters. Now, I've already done the video talking about how MOLLYMEILIN is an instant user for this, of course. Now, in terms of with where I've got her, so we've got a gear set which is universally loved by supports, being the Outstanding Connection. So when tagging out, increases the users and their team members attack by 12% for 10 seconds. Cooldown 20 seconds. If you run a 4 set, increases the attack increase effect to 28% and then duration to 15 seconds. So the trade-off realistically is just the incentive of the healing, right? So to be fair, boys, if I'm being completely honest, I might just throw in the 4 set, right? If I'm really catering to supporting, or if I'm really catering to applying a supportive team, right? So to give you an example, when it comes to like MOLLYMEILIN, when it comes to like Min being the 2 best supporters, when it comes to like Park, of course, what I tend to do with these characters, actually no, Park can work actually, because it would be the 4 set that I would have to run to use for Jinwoo, right? Yeah, if I want to get that increase in ultimate skill, so she'll benefit from actually taking off this side. So when it comes to support characters that I'm not really typically using damage for, because whenever it comes to like combination attacks that I use, whenever it comes to the supports, I tend to use them, and I've even done videos on it. I apply all their skills, I do the ultimate, and then I get them out of there, and I get my main DPSs in to effectively make good use of the buffs that these supports have applied. So they're not typically there for damage, right? They come in, they do their buffs, and they dip. And so Outstanding Connection is a fantastic set to run, especially a 4 set, because you're coming in, you're tagging out, and at that point your team members are now effectively are getting that damage increase. And so the left side, if I'm being completely honest, it's not a bad idea to run a 4 set, because now you're giving them the extra 10%. They're also getting a little bit of healing out of it. I mean, yeah, I think right now it might be optimal just to run the 4 set of the Burning Blessing set, just to get that plus 10%. I think that would be absolutely beautiful. Because yeah, the connecting, the outstanding connection is still a better set in my eyes, in terms of the increased attack on what the 4 set can apply. So I think right now that's kind of like the move and the wave. If you're really more pushing the agenda of them coming in, doing the buffs and switching out, again, that's the play that I do. And if that's a similar play that you do, then you want to cater more to supporting the DPS. And so if the supports can provide that, giving them the extra 10%, that can go a long way. And hey, these two provide healing, the +4 provides healing. What more could you love? Now obviously in a Jin Woo situation, depending on the support character that you're taking, I mean, it is advisable to run a 4 set. Because unfortunately the 2 set only applies to hunters. The 4 set is when Jin Woo effectively also benefits from the buffs of this gear set. So bear that in mind. I'll probably stick to the curse set that I spoke about for Libora, to be honest. Juhi will be a fantastic unit to also benefit from it. You know, she's playing that support role, of course, so you can also throw that into her. So I think, yeah, I think right now I'm more for the 4 set than I am with the 8 set, only because with what more we can pile on for our support play towards our main DPS. That's kind of what I'm more leaning to. So that being said, I mean, to be fair, hold on a minute.
We'll do our best today
Let me just get out of here. Let me go on artifacts. That being said, hold up, wait a minute. So we've got good hands. I mean, to be fair, yeah, I mean, this could also work. Okay, let me see if I can get anything juicy on this. What do I want here? Give me healing. You know, give me additional HP. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say defense, to be honest. So that's actually not too bad. So, I mean, we're kind of there. All right, let's see what we get here. Because all I need now is just the boots, and then I can actually rock this on a. Not the best. Would have preferred reduction, but it is what it is. What is this? Okay, so basically I've already gotten a set where I'm catering to a supportive class. What are the chances? That's not gonna help me. Oh wait, no, Min. Ah, but I mean, this is the thing where I'm not really taking them for damage. I mean, this will help me out in. I mean, well, then again, if I want to put bumped up into it, I mean, well, to be fair, this does help out on chip damage, so that's not the end of the world. But we're nearly there. So I've near enough got a full set. Well, technically I can run a full set. That's also another thing. I can run a full, but this kind of ruins if you're trying to do a full 4 set, right? So as long as I get the boots, I can actually rock this set on a support class, and we will probably try that onto Meilin and see what Alicia is then cooking up. That would be pretty dope to see, actually. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. But anyway, that is pretty much the Burning Blessing set, and that's kind of what I want to go over in terms of the set itself, as well as the units and the hunters that are going to be benefiting it from the most. It is predominantly going to be the support classes to push more for your main DPS character, just to get the additional 10% or potentially 20% if you want to run an 8 set. But as it stands right now, I think it's more better and more optimal just to run a 4 set alongside with the good old outstanding connection. The favourable outstanding connection. Anyway, I'll leave it, and plus with the additional healing, the 0.1% every 1 second. I mean, it's a little bit of healing for Min and Meilin. It's just an added bonus. Again, to run the 4 set for Jin Woo, so that he can get affected by that buff. That's a bit of a must. So there's that. Unfortunate that we can't stack up with the additional previous buffs, so that way we would have gotten 18%. But it is what it is. That's all I wanted to go over. So in terms of that gear set, if you are getting a few sets of that, those are the particular hunters that you really want to aim for. Again, I would probably stick to the curse set for Libora, to be honest. But yeah, the supports are going to have a field day. Units that you're tagging in and out in a consistent manner, and that are applying the buffs and debuffs, are the ones that you really want to apply this set onto.